everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have my November favourites today, so it's the end of November as I'm filming this. I can't believe it's nearly Christmas, these years fly by. So I'm going to start with, this is probably the newest of all of the products I purchased. This is the Soap and Glory No Clogs Allowed Detox Mask. So this is a self-heating mask, so you put it on your face and it will warm up as you're applying it, and that only lasts for about a minute. And then I normally leave this on for about 15 minutes and then I take it off. It almost turns blue in certain areas. I don't know if that's where it's removed all of the clogged pores, because it isn't in every part of your face it turns blue. It's like the Glam Glow Mud, where it turns dark in certain areas but not over your whole face. It's quite similar to that. But this is the sort of product that is almost like an instant wow. As soon as I've removed this, my skin feels very fresh and clean, whereas a lot of other products you don't notice a difference straight away. And then this is another new discovery by Soap and Glory. I love Soap and Glory. I don't usually find products of theirs that I don't like. This is one of their gloss sticks. This is one of the smaller ones, which I'd never tried any of their gloss sticks, either full size or small. This is in the shade Nudist. This one's actually run out. I had to buy another one the other day. I think this is another one of their popular products because it took me ages just to find the replacement. So it's a very nude sheer balm, but it just adds a very nice wash of colour, and it's not too nude without making your lips look almost like you put concealer on them, and it's not too sheer, it's just the right amount. These also smell very similar to the MAC lipsticks, that almost vanilla-y scent. So if you like MAC lipsticks, the smell of those, I think you'll really like these as well. The final Soap and Glory product I've been using off and on for years. It's probably my all-time favourite one, other than the hand food hand cream that I use all the time. It's their Glow Lotion, which I think has been discontinued, but I've started using this again this last month. I basically use this every day. I just wear it on my arms though. I'll put it on before I say leave to go to work. And I don't wear this for the glow at all, I just wear it for the smell. But then if you've ever had, say, the Soap and Glory Flake Away, which is their traditional scent, but that smells 10 times better, it's almost like an amplified version, this is what that is. But I think this has actually been discontinued, which I'm devastated about. So I've got about 2 bottles left, including this. And then I've seen a couple on Amazon which are about £20 now. This was around £6 when I bought it, so I need to stock up because this is definitely one of those can't be without products. I love this, and it absorbs into the skin more or less straight away, so you're not waiting around for it to dry. So I normally put this on the bus on the way to work, and then it's dry in about 5 minutes. Sticking to the subject of things that smell nice, I have a perfume. This is another thing that I've been using for years and years. This is the Victoria's Secret Coconut Passion, but I actually use this more in the autumn months because I wear a lot of fruity fragrances. It's quite hard to find something for autumn winter. This again smells like coconut vanilla as the name suggests, but it's amazing. These are around £5–6 each, but I normally get them in the, I think it's 5 for £30 now at Victoria's Secret. I don't go there very much because there's not one near me. So when I'm there I will stock up on these. And the smell of this is really strong. It's not one of those, even though it's cheap, it isn't a cheap perfume because the smell does last all day. And I think this smells a lot more expensive than what it is. I never buy high-end perfumes ever because I think that there are cheap alternatives that smell just as nice. So now I have 3 makeup products. The first one is actually from New Look. I don't think their makeup line is that well known, but Miss Buddy Beauty, who is one of my favourite YouTubers ever, did a review on them a couple of months ago. And one thing that she raved about was the Pure Colour foundation. And what drew me to this is that it has vitamin E in it, because I have a lot of acne scarring on my face from over the years. And a lot of foundation is quite drying as well, and this is really moisturising. And also I'm very pale, as you can tell, and a lot of foundations are quite orange on me, and this isn't. So this is what the foundation looks like. It's very easy to apply. It is quite sheer. I normally need a couple of coats, or I will wear it over the top of another product which I'll get to in a minute. That's another favourite, to make it more opaque. And then it will just blend into the skin. Even though I wear foundation, I don't like the feel of foundation, and this does feel very light and airy, and it doesn't feel too much like you're wearing foundation. I mean, you can definitely tell that you are wearing foundation, but not as much with this. Okay, another product that I actually forgot I had to go and grab is another Soap and Glory one, and it's their Glow Job. So it's quite funny, a lot of their products are like that. This is a moisturiser that I've used before in the old packaging. This is one of their products that they have relaunched, but it still is the same, because I know when they relaunched Wish Upon a Jar, which was one of my favourite products, They changed the formula and it's rubbish now, but this is still the same. This is a moisturiser, but what's different about this is that it's bronzy. It's got like beads in it, so as you would say, rub it into your skin, it turns very bronze. So I don't know if you can see there, it's quite orangey, so it is quite easy to over apply. So what I would do with this is, when I want, say, glowing skin, I would apply this and then immediately apply the New Look one, and this helps to make this more opaque, because this is a very light coverage foundation. Because this is very light coverage and I have very acne prone skin, so I do need a fuller coverage in my foundations. So I will apply this as a base and then put this on. So this will help this to become more opaque. So that's a good tip if you have a foundation that you like but it's quite sheer, is to get something like this, a very full coverage moisturiser, and then put your foundation on. So the penultimate makeup product I have is a MAC blush that I've had for quite a while. I don't tend to buy MAC anymore, just because I think now the high street has more or less the same thing but for half the price. But this is something that I bought about a year or two ago, and this is their blush in Warm Salt. This is one of their mineral blushes, which lasts for ages. This just helps give a really nice glow to the skin, so it's definitely more of a blush for this time of year, as you can see, but you have to again be quite careful how you apply this because it can be quite opaque. I'm wearing this today. I don't know if you can tell in this lighting, but I wear this a lot in the autumn, just because it helps give me a nice flush of colour. But this is definitely something I'd wear more of this time of year, but it's not a really bright autumn blush like a lot of the ones that are out at the minute. So this I really like, and it's in their old packaging, which I actually prefer. When I saw a lot of people selling the new MAC blushes online, I actually thought they were fake. This packaging looks a lot more expensive in my opinion anyway. The new packaging I don't like at all. I don't really see why they needed to change it other than to get people to buy it again and make more money, so I guess that makes sense from a business point of view, but I do prefer this one. The last makeup product I bought is actually it's an eyeshadow from Primark, so it was around $250, well it was $250, I'm taking the price off, but I use this as a highlight, so I use it down my nose, over my forehead, my cheekbones, and I actually use a bit here and here as well. I do like a really glowy look. I don't know if you can see. I have used this quite a lot as well. Very powdery, the product. It's not amazing quality, but it was only £2. But it is very pigmented and it does give a nice glowy sheen to my skin. Before I bought this, I was using the MAC Soft and Gentle, which I was starting to run out of, and that's around, I think it's nearly £18 now, whereas this was $2.50 and it more or less looks the same. This is definitely more cool tones than Soft and Gentle, but I don't really buy high-end makeup anymore. I just don't see the point. It's not like, say, when you're wearing like a designer top or a handbag, people can see that that's designer, whereas with makeup no one can tell that you're wearing a £20 lipstick or a £30 foundation. So to me, I just don't see the point when the stuff on the high street is just as good in my opinion. Okay, so the final thing I have is a moisture mask from Vitamin E, which I love, and it's really cheap. But I don't use this as a moisture mask. I actually use this as an eye cream because it's almost gel-like. It's really bizarre. It's pink, and then I don't know if you can see that there, but it's super moisturising as the name suggests. But I have very dry under eye circles or area, whatever you want to call it, and a lot of eye cream doesn't tend to help, but I kind of discovered this by accident. I couldn't be bothered to get my eye cream when I was putting on my moisturiser one night, so I just thought, oh, I'll use this, and it just helped really soothe and hydrate my under eye area. Now I use this instead of a normal eye cream, and I still use it as a moisture mask a couple of times a week because it's really good for that. But the reason it's in my favourites is because it's really good as an eye cream, and if I was just to use it as an eye cream it would last me for ages as well. And this was around £4, I think I got it in an offer as well, so it's a really cheap product and I would really recommend it if you do suffer with really dry areas under your eyes. Also I have a couple of premature wrinkles under my eyes as well, because I do have really dry eyes, and as a child I used to rub them a lot, so that's why I've got a few fine lines that I want to get rid of, because at 23 it's probably a good idea to start now so they don't get really bad by the time I'm say 30 or 40 or whatever. The last two items I have are actually fashion favourites. The first one you can't actually get anymore. It's from Selfridge. It's about a year old. It's also quite summery, but I never wear black or grey or dark colours ever. I always wear really either beigey neutrals or colour. So I really struggle with what to wear in the autumn winter. So this is a kimono from Selfridge that I got about a year ago in the sale, and I love it. It's just got this really pretty pattern. It's very floral, and I will wear this with, say, some brown trousers and a top to work. And it just helps, because I think autumn clothing is quite boring. It just helps to liven up an outfit, and I wear this in the summer as well. I just thought it helped make an outfit look nicer, because I do really struggle with what to wear in the autumn winter time. The next thing I've got is a coat from River Island. This is still in stock. I got this when they had the 20% off code. So this is £55 full price. I got this for around 42. And this is just a really pretty beige coat. What I liked about it is this brown fur collar, because I love fur, fake fur obviously, especially around this time of year. I just think it looks really nice. This is a bit oversized on me. I'm normally an 8 to 10 in outerwear, but they only had this in a size 12, so it's a bit baggy, but I actually quite like the oversized look in this sort of coat. So I basically bought this to be my autumn coat. This is the sort of colour that I would wear this time of year, and I've actually ordered a winter coat as well. I know that's a bit crazy having an autumn and then a winter coat, but we live in England and it's freezing all the time, so I have a lot of coats. I can kind of justify having more than one, because you definitely get your money's worth. I liked it, and it was relatively well priced for what it was. I wasn't going to spend like £80 on a coat that I was only going to wear for 3 months. We bought this a couple of weeks ago, but it's already sold out in a lot of the smaller sizes, so if I didn't get it now, I wouldn't be able to get it. And I bought this basically to put away for next autumn as well. I very nearly bought this full price, but I waited about a month to get it, and I'm glad I got it at a cheaper price. I also forgot to include this in my monthly favourites. This is the Yankee Candle Fireside treat. It smells like toasted marshmallows. It's amazing. So that is my November favourites. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.